Hello.
Hello. Welcome.
Episode
6.
Yes.
Season 2.
We mixed it up though, because
we mixed up the boxes.
we opened episode 6's last episode, and now we're opening episode 5's.
We had basically buyers did a great job buying all the items. We took advantage of Prime Day and got a bunch of stuff a little bit cheaper, but everything got combined into one box essentially, and so we had to split them up, but we did the box.
I wish that was an option. It used to be, I think, back in the day, where like if you wanted things in separate boxes, you could, but I understand, that's not environmentally friendly, and it's more overhead for Amazon and all that stuff. I get it, but like there's some points where it would be very convenient if that was still an option.
Yeah. So anyway, inventory management. Welcome, season 2, episode 6.
Yeah, I'm MD.
And I'm Big.
Look at us.
We did it.
We're doing the record. Yeah. So we get into some topics.
Yeah.
I don't know. You want to go first?
I was gonna say kick it off.
Do we roll a dice for this?
We can.
All right.
Roll the dice.
All right.
If it's higher than 10, you go first.
Okay.
What, is this a 20? Did you roll 20?
I have no idea what this is. This is your dice.
You rolled a 20.
Oh, okay, so
You
I definitely go first. Okay. All right, so my topic was Final Fantasy XIV coming to Xbox.
Yes.
So I'm not much of a Final Fantasy player. Like, I kind of like...
It's a genre that people have loved forever.
Sure. I like, some of the stories, and like I've watched, some of the older games, but like I'm not like a diehard. Like I'm a very very partial casual enjoyer. I just, sometimes I'll watch people play it. But since Final Fantasy XIV is their big MMO that a lot of people are playing currently, and it's only been, I guess it's on PC and PS or PlayStation forever.
Yeah.
But now that it's on Xbox, that brings it to a whole new market. Right. And it's like Xbox is trying to get more Japanese games on their platform. Yeah,
they did a bunch of acquisitions a little bit ago, some of which were like Japanese or just anime focused game genres. Yeah. So, and this wasn't one of them.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it would be pretty hard to acquire Square Enix outright.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Square Enix is finally bringing the game over to Xbox, which I feel like isn't really a Square Enix choice. I feel like they probably have a lot of like exclusivity contracts with Sony, but I don't know.
I mean, they seem to be working pretty.
Oh my god, that scared. Oh my god.
For those wondering, the cat jumped and it scared him.
Jumped and it landed on a box that is very much not secure, and it made me shake my coffee, and my coffee's hot. So
everything's okay.
I got spooked.
But yeah, no, I mean, like all the interviews are like, Square Enix was like, oh, we're so thankful for Phil Spencer, like, we really appreciate this opportunity. Like, we're really happy we're coming to Xbox. So I'm sure there's just a lot of like back end red tape that whether it was Sony was like, hey, we don't want you doing this, and it's like Microsoft is paying us a bunch, we're gonna go over there. Yeah,
and I bet that there's a lot of like behind the scenes negotiations of like, we don't have to truly work together all the time, but if you're bringing some games over to our platform, we'll bring some games over to your platform.
Yeah, and it's like they have brought other games in the past. No, like absolutely. They have, all the Tomb Raider stuff. They have, honestly, I can't really think of other Square Enix titles off the top of my head. But when it comes to like their mainstays, like Final Fantasy, that's been absent. And so it's like kind of a bummer for Xbox gamers, So
it's a really popular title.
I'm excited to see, hopefully that relationship stays open, and they will put more stuff forward.
I was actually just talking about the Final Fantasy just games in general recently, and the fact that they have kind of 2 and potentially 4 existing games right now that are like in motion, like actively published and being worked on. And it's like 2 of them, but also 2 remastered versions of the same games.
Yes.
And they're all popular.
Yeah.
So because you have 7 and 14, and then they did a 7 remaster, right?
Yeah, which is their most popular game.
Yeah. So it's just that there's so much going on with Square Enix, specifically in just Final Fantasy.
Look, I'm just ready for Final Fantasy 20. Like, I feel like that'll be the Final Fantasy at that point.
The Final Fantasy.
Yeah, and you just play
How many Final Fantasies are there?
I want to say 17 or 18.
But so when you went from 1 to 16, they weren't really the Final Fantasy.
No.
Okay.
It's just like Call of Duty.
There were many Calls of Duty.
Yeah. You know, we're up on to like the 30th call, you know. I'm ready for retirement.
I keep getting called.
I'm ready for retirement, man. They keep on calling me in. I can't keep doing this.
So yeah, Square Enix doing a whole bunch of good stuff. Finally coming to Xbox.
I'm just fun. Honestly, dude, like next year, maybe not next year, next 2 years, like I just can't wait to see how much gaming changes with how much. I feel like things are getting more open and people are like, oh, okay, like we should, you know, put our stuff everywhere and out as many places as possible. And like exclusivity is like still a thing, but it's like, oh, I just get the game for a year early or something like that. And it's just like,
yeah, I think they're even trying to move away from that. It feels like exclusivity will be more along the lines of like skins or 3 days early or something like that.
Yeah.
But like a whole year, I feel like is a fading trend. So.
Well, yeah, the only reason I still say it kind of is around is because Sony, like, they don't do like PC day ones. It's like
well, I mean, I feel like they're gonna have to change that, but
and it's gonna take them time because I mean they're still trying to update their backlog of stuff to PC.
Yeah.
So you know, I'm just saying like currently it's like the most is either like there's a hard deal and it's never coming, like Starfield, or it's hey, this is exclusive to this console, but will come to PC eventually.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
Which, as a PC gamer, I'm excited for it because I just want all the games.
Yeah, it's definitely nice to be able to just have everything in one place, which is why it's nice that Final Fantasy is coming to Xbox,
Nintendo, if you want to give me...
Okay, we've had this conversation.
If you want to give me that Nintendo Online launcher for my PC, I'll happily boot it up for, you know, $1.50 a day.
Yeah, we've had this conversation.
Oh, I know. So. It's just something I'm very passionate about, that I want to play my Pokemon on my PC. I don't want to sit there with my Switch and play a bad game when I could go back and play Gen 3 perfection on my PC in 4K.
Yeah.
Oh,
so... Man. That was one piece we wanted to share. The other one is, you know, pretty obvious. If you're in social media at all, you'll know that Twitter has now been rebranded to X.
When I saw the update on my phone for the logo change, it made me cry.
I don't know if I have it yet.
I think mine is officially X now.
Mine is still a bird. So
no, look at that. It is just atrocious.
Yeah. So if you don't know, basically, super long story short, Elon Musk, Tesla, SpaceX, all that stuff, has purchased Twitter a little bit ago. And now he has rebranded Twitter to now just be called X because he owns the domain x.com.
Back from the early days of PayPal.
Which now... redirects to twitter.com because they haven't fully integrated that change yet as of today. But the App Store on both Android and iOS has changed the logo of the app icon to be an X and then the name of the app to be an X. but there's still a lot that's not correct, like the support docs,
all the
legal.
integrations of shared to Twitter.
Yeah.
Like
anything legal, anything exporting or importing is all still labeled as Twitter. So it's clearly taking them a lot more time than what he's trying to push. I think it's absolutely ridiculous. Rebranding a $45 billion product doesn't make any sense at all.
And especially like...
Unless you're just trying to generate more news, which is obviously working, but...
It's one
no
thing
one's going to forget that it was Twitter.
And yeah, it's like one thing to name the overall company different, but like...
Right, like Meta.
Sure, but like, I don't want to call tweets X's.
That was actually just announced today. It's being rebranded to Posts.
Okay, that's easier, because I don't want to re-X, or it was just so stupid naming scheme. It was like,
there's a lot of mistakes.
It just sounds idiotic.
There's a lot of mistakes, especially in the idea that it sounds very adult entertainment.
Yeah, with all the memes of me trying to go tweet something and then, exposing your internet history.
Well, not only that, but like to the level that the icon looks like an adult entertainment website.
I also love how he just ripped off something that already exists and is not a unique icon.
He had to end up changing that.
I know.
It got changed. And then the whole thing of like, everything is being renamed to X. So if you have like a whole bunch of X related products on Twitter, such as X movies, which sounds like adult entertainment movies.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have X creators. It's just... It
goes back to him just being a man-child.
I just don't get it. I don't want to dive super far into it. I'm sure everyone is tired of it by now.
So one of the funniest things I saw earlier today, before we recorded, is some poor lad was in his San Francisco apartment.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
And he looked out his window, and they built an X LED screen or sign on top of the building, and it was seizuring.
It literally is programmed to strobe.
Yeah, but I mean, it was wild how much it was strobing. I was like, I would literally just go blind.
Right, it's outside of his apartment. The Twitter headquarters in San Francisco is outside of some apartment buildings, and now there's just a giant X. Super bright LEDs that shines throughout the night and strobes. So he also tore down the Twitter sign,
and the city stopped him midway
because he didn't get the permit to do it.
Yeah.
So I'm sure everyone is tired of hearing of it, but because it's relevant in tech and gaming news,
we got to talk about it.
We talk about it. So we're not diving super far into it, but that's all of the recent news for the most part.
If there's even more news and more deeper dives, then I'm sure we'll talk about it on a backlog episode eventually. Yeah. But for right now, we're just going to keep it as it is.
We're going to let it just keep stacking, and then we'll catch it all later on.
We might not have hair by the time it's done, but, we'll be here. Hopefully. Unless we become X's. We'll just get the X's on our eyes because it killed us.
Okay. Let's move on from X's. And we'll do some unboxing.
Well, I mean, I would hope we move on from X's.
We're moving on from X's.
Yeah.
We have a box today.
Look at this perfect tape job.
We have a box today because we definitely didn't forget to cross out the shipping address on the bottom.
Okay. I didn't know what label that was.
Oh, that's a lithium-ion battery.
All right, so do we roll again? Do I see if my luck is on my side of who unboxes this?
I will let you roll. If it's 1 through 10, you lose.
Okay.
And I go first.
Okay.
All right. Let's see it. Let's see it. 5. All right.
Just keep on losing.
That's okay. You won 50% today.
Did I win?
Yeah, you got to go first with your news topic.
I don't know if that was a win.
You rolled the die and you rolled a 20. You won.
I don't know if that was winning. Talking first? I don't know.
Okay, well, it's a podcast, so it's kind of the whole thing.
I mean, I could just be a pretty face.
Audio listeners, we have a box that had a bunch of stuff in it, but we got our roommate to remove all of the stuff except for the appropriate item that was supposed to be in here.
We actually had Schrodinger's cat inside the box, so we needed our roommate to confirm if it was dead or alive.
Not factual,
Yeah.
but
we solved the mystery. The cat didn't exist.
the cat, not even dead, it just didn't even exist.
It's just a void.
All right. Oh, also, there's only one item in this episode.
Yes.
We've been confirmed by the buyers. There's only one item this episode. So that means you double lose because you don't.
I know. That's why I'm saying I'm just on a losing streak. So you're 50%. Just now I'm a negative 100 in the hole.
I'm gonna show the camera first before I even get to see it.
Look at this. All this coffee just smeared all over the table.
All over the table. Here we go. What is it?
Doodle?
3 Doodler Create Plus. What will you... It's a 3D pen!
I can now go fix all the sidewalks like all of those Chinese videos.
I don't know what that means.
There's like these people that will like go around their sidewalks and they'll see like a chipped brick and they'll just take their 3D pen and fill it in. It's like super idiotic because clearly that's not like structurally sound or
or like repairing a boat.
Yeah, but they'll just like see a crack somewhere and they're like do 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 do, and they're just like fill it in.
Oh, this is cool. Oh, I need the. Can you bring the secondary camera so we can show the box a little closer?
Yeah.
You don't have to switch it just yet. Here we go. All right, so we'll put this over here.
I'm gonna move this power stuff around because you're gonna have to plug that in.
It looks pretty good, but yeah, do you want to just put the little camera? It's this one, I think.
No.
Oh, I was saying the little camera. But that's fine. That's fine. We'll just do this. 3 Doodler. I was just trying to figure out if it's 3D Oodler, but
I think it's
3 Doodler. Create Plus Essential Pen Set.
You got multiple colors.
75 refills. A little instructions on the side of how you use it, and everything that comes inside. I'm excited.
All right.
We can probably turn that off for now until we start drawing.
We'll just keep it secondary.
Here, I'll give you this.
All right, chat. We're gonna read.
Oh my god, there's so much stuff. Another product that we have to keep plugged in.
Doodle to play. Doodle to make art. Doodle to design. Doodle to personalize.
At 3 Doodler.
Let's get started.
What is this? Attention, do not use tool unless 3 Doodler is green or blue. Do not over tighten. Oh, this is to put a new tip or something, maybe? Man, they make these things much smaller than I would have imagined. I've never used one of these before, so this is pretty exciting. What should I make? Amongus?
That's what I was thinking, but I don't know.
Oh, that was loud.
I'm curious if you're going to even have enough cord.
It looks pretty long. Well, I mean, I unbox. It doesn't mean that you can't doodle.
Well, I'm just saying, like, even if it will even reach you.
I'll get the doodling in there. We should just get a little extension cord for the show at this point.
Yes.
Okay. I don't know. Oh, it's a little wrench. Little handy dandy wrench. I got. I like this little thing. It's almost like little colored pencils. Look. Oh, you changed it. It's like little colored pencils. You see it? Look at that.
Wow.
Wow. What color should I start with? Red Amongus or green Amongus?
I'm always a red kind of person.
I was gonna go for green. Look at that green. Look how bright that green is. I'm going for the green bright. You can do red.
Okay.
Oh, it's like a plastic straw, basically.
Do not pull plastic from the pen until the plastic has stopped moving.
What is this?
I don't know.
I have a wrench. We're reading the instructions. In a jam, unblock your pen.
Unblocking tool.
Oh, you shove this down it to unblock it. What else is in here?
So,
thank you, merci. The French company? Warning, metal tip is hot and can burn you. Don't touch.
So wait, there's two different, pick your plastic setting.
I picked it.
Very rigid when bent, no white semicircles. Plastic has white semicircle ends. What?
Strands are made in the US but then packaged in China? They ship all of these strands to China just to package it and then come back here? Silly. Alright, it just says make sure that the light is green. Ensure that the filament is cut correctly. It needs to be flat, not sharpened. Before inserting. Extruding plastic cannot be reused. Keep in a cool, dark, dry place. For inspiration, visit the website, the3doodler.com. Alright, what do I do?
I think you just stick it in there and
There's no light on.
Well, you have to hit what setting you want.
What setting do I want?
I don't know. I don't understand what it's asking me.
Setting, PLA, setting ABS Flexi. Oh, is this PLA? It's PLA. So I need to do green. Do I have to insert this first?
I think you have to insert it.
So I go, whoop. Is that it? Oh, that should be it. It's like almost like it kind of works like a glue stick. Oh, you took it away again. It's like a glue stick. So you just go, you see right there? And it goes, whoop. And then you can kind of see it in the end right here. Yeah, look at that. You can see it in there. And then I go PLA. And then
wait for a green light.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, because it's supposed to be the green light.
Can you charge this? Or do you have to be plugged in all the time?
I think you have to be plugged in all the time.
Dang. That'd be cool if you could just charge it. I bet they make charge ports.
I'm sure they are, but yeah.
The best way to do this is you just plug it into like your
battery bank.
Yeah.
I could grab that if we want to see if.
I don't know if I have one charged.
I think mine has charge.
Do you?
Yeah. I can go grab it real quick.
Yeah. You want to just sneak around me?
Sure.
It's easier to get out this way.
You're going to hear me run up the stairs.
Oh, it's a green light now.
Oh, no.
I got it Among Us while he's gone. All right, we're gonna. Oh, I can smell it. It smells like burning plastic. Let's see. How? I need like an example. How do you start it? Oh, they give you like little plans. Oh. Okay. I just need like a little guide here. I want to make a 3D Among Us. A lot of people just... Oh, here we go. Okay, so yeah. Doodling flat. Drawing up. Okay, so you do have to make like a... It's making a noise. Nothing's happening. It's not 3 doodling. Oh, there it goes. How do you go up?
It was tucked behind something.
I made nothing. What was tucked behind something?
The charger.
Okay. I was trying to figure it out. It wasn't making a lot of noise. So.
I'm
Right,
going
it was
to
making
I'm going to unplug it.
Oh. Got it in that camera. Now I can 3-doodle.
Well, now you have to let it get a green light again.
It's
All
green
right.
light. And it's hot. It's hot and ready.
I can. Was it $5?
It's $5 hot and ready.
I bet this thing is just going to eat through the battery real quick.
This is hard. It's too fast. Okay. I need to, like, figure this out. Plastic should not curl up around the nozzle. You need to keep your movement slow and steady. Try writing your name. Okay.
It's already on the nozzle.
No, you don't see anything.
I don't think that's going to work.
Where's my unjammer? Here it is. Yeah. There's too much. Okay. I don't want to touch it because I feel like it's going to be really hot, right? Isn't that what it just said? Wasn't that one of the
The
things
nozzle is hot,
Yeah.
not the plastic.
Right, but the plastic is on the nozzle.
Gotta use a fingernail or something.
I don't have those. Okay.
Yeah, write your name.
Write your name. Okay. In cursive?
I don't know. You can do normal script if you want.
Sure, we're going to click the fast button once and then lift the pen up the plastic off the straight paper. Click once to stop and wait 10 seconds. Oh, you press it again to stop it. Oh, okay. Oh God, I forgot what I was doing.
Your name.
Don't ask me why I did it so... Oh no. Things went tremendously wrong.
And now it's curling up.
Things went tremendous. I got through like big, and then things went wrong very fast. Yeah, you can kind of like scrape it away. Okay. It says like it shows to like do it like. Oh.
Well, that's not gonna work.
There you go. Oh, it dries so fast. This is already dry. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I got this. I'm gonna do a flat Amongus. That was pretty good. That was a fast, good motion. Oh. Amongus. Look at him. That was pretty good.
All right.
It's quick.
So what do I hit?
Just press.
I just hit either fast or slow, and it starts it shooting, and then I hit it again for it to stop.
To stop, yeah. I did fast, but yeah. Oh, you figured this out. His backpack is huge.
Yes. He's carrying the load.
Look at that. Look at that Amongus. It's beautiful. All right. If you're on the YouTube.
Oh, you can feel the heat on this other side.
In the YouTube chat. Here, switch it to the big screen. Yeah. Which is the better Among Us?
I don't know, man. They're both
They're
pretty
both
solid.
very good. Mine has a line through his face.
Yeah, I don't know how you see.
But yours has like a V leg pattern, where mine has the square leg pattern.
Hey, man, he's just got thick thighs.
That's a Thicc Amongus.
You've been doing them squats.
That's the new hashtag. Hashtag Thicc Amongus.
I'm sure that's already been a hashtag that we were just not a part of.
Well, now we are. We're bringing it back. All right.
I don't know. What else should
I want to do a 3D pattern.
Should we try a pyramid?
Well, here, do this. You want to try doing this? Is that what you want?
Yeah.
Okay.
So what? You do a.
You start with a triangle. Just do the slow and then stop it when you need to. There you go. We have a triangle. So far, so good. Camera hates focusing right now.
So now.
Now you start at one corner, you go straight up, and then click when you get to the top of where you want to be. Okay, and you hold it for 10 seconds. You gotta wait for it to dry. There you go. Okay. Now you do the next one. Ooh, you gotta be closer, huh? Okay. Stop it. You gotta hold it. We're one leg away. Beautiful. Well done. I'm a great cheerleader, by the way.
This is intense.
I'm sweating over here.
It's not because it's hot outside.
We go up. You gotta stop it. It has a little antenna. Look, it's beautiful.
It's very slanted.
No, it's only slanted when it's. Well, there you go. Now it's not slanted. See?
It's got little wisps.
Antennas.
Yeah, it's just trying to send out that 5G signal.
Yeah. See? You get it.
So what if I added more structure to it?
You're gonna add a fourth leg and another antenna. Oh. You're doing like a whole structure here. I feel like you learn and you get better as you go on. You start figuring it out. Look at you. Well, you have quite the antenna now. It's like a party hat. You want to lift it off your platform? Can you? Is it glued on?
No, I'm just scared of breaking it.
Don't break it. Don't touch the tip. You're making me nervous.
It's pulling the paper up.
That's what I was wondering if it got stuck. I might do mine on the surface of the table. It's beautiful! There you go. Switch it to the main camera. You're beautiful.
Let's say I can't even see it because of the Scrabble board, so I gotta go to this blue wall. All right.
You're beautiful. All right.
We're almost, I don't know how much plastic we got left in there.
I wish it would be transparent the whole way down so I knew if I was going to run out.
Yeah.
All right. I got this. Oh, I'm going to do it on the table. All right. We're going to do nice and slow. Oh, it's having a hard time grasping onto the table. Okay. So you kind of do need... Oh, it literally says into paper. Okay. Okay. So you do have to do it on paper. And then you rip it off of paper. I got this. I'll do it here. There's no problem doing it here. You guys have a good look at Dwight. Yeah. I'm gonna make myself a birthday hat.
It's pretty much what I made myself, other than it was triangular instead of circular.
You gotta give it a nice thick base.
Oh, and one of my sides already came off. No, it was too unstructurally sound.
We'll wait for it to dry. That's so far, so good. We'll do opposite corner.
Yeah, the biggest skill is just knowing when to hit stop.
You stop like a second beforehand from my studies of watching you. Okay. Got 3 sides in.
So many colors.
That one I waited a little too long, but that's okay. Oh no. Oh, I do have a thought.
They have my favorite color.
What is it? Red?
Clear.
It's almost blue though. Like, oh, okay. It's just picking up. I have a thought.
Okay.
I'm gonna start on one side, go up to the top, and then go down.
And people in my youth told me clear wasn't a color. Tell me why it's in the box.
It does say lots of colors, 75 colors.
Yeah, they didn't say we have glass or anything like that. This is a clear rod in a package of colors. The haters will want to hate, but it's undeniable facts.
One thing that I would want,
okay,
is I want to change out and make my multicolored party hat.
That's true.
You know?
You don't, and I don't think there's a way to extract it once it's in there.
No extractions. Unless you go down, but you can't. You'd have to take the tip off, jam it back through. Yeah. I bet the best way to do it is you chop up a bunch of them and then you feed them all down the tube, you know?
Yeah, but then you gotta be really skilled of, do I have enough plastic?
True. Should I leave? I'm gonna leave this. This is gonna be my party hat.
Okay.
Watch out, the tip is hot. I've learned that. Are you trying to set the place on fire?
Yeah. Testing how hot.
The Amongus is trying to leave the paper.
You go take the ring of paper with you.
Maybe that's what I want. Okay. We're almost there. Boom. 3D party hat. Look at that. Look at that. Look how nice.
Give me that.
Once you actually create the circle, you don't need the paper anymore because the circle is your new base, you know? So you could create the circle, tear the circle off, then build the rest of the product. And now, I have my party hat. I'm beautiful. What are you making?
Jeff.
Bezos?
No.
My name?
You don't remember, do you? Remember back to the Mixer Fortnite days.
Oh, I know. But his name was Jeff?
The giant cube? Yeah, man.
We named him Jeff?
I do. We did.
There you go.
We're just gonna keep going layer by layer. We're just gonna build them up.
How many layers is he getting?
Until he becomes a cube.
Or
until we run out of...
You gotta give him more stuff. What color?
Surprise me. I gotta remove this tiny... Ooh, the plastic threads are what's gonna be hard.
That's why like you should have like scissors or something. Boom, red.
We're going Christmassy up in here?
Up in here.
All right.
Boom. Get this back up in here.
I think it's clogged.
You didn't jam it for me, did you?
Yeah, it's in there. I think this cooled.
No, do it again.
But I think that cooled.
It'll get hot. It takes a while for the initial to get hot. Because it was hot before. This is cold. It'll get there. Took a while. I believe in it. Could also try doing fast. You press fast or slow?
I just said fast.
I believe in it. Yeah, see? You'll get red. It'll come. This thing is loud. Like, surprisingly loud. Maybe? I mean, it looks good. Oh, you didn't have it in there.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
You can switch it to slow. I believe in you. Yeah, so it's just finishing up the rest of the green that was already in there. Now it's turning red.
The transition.
The goop. The red turns out almost brown. It's weird. Now it's red. This is gonna be amazing. I don't know what you're gonna do with it. How tall are you going?
We'll switch it up on you. I'm just going for it.
Oh, you're building a bridge? You're going across? Look at him go. He's gonna build like a little basket.
If it doesn't crumble its own weight first.
I mean, it's pretty solid once it's built. I think I'm still wearing my hat. You're not wearing your hat. I'll fix that. There we go.
Oh no.
You got this. It's like a trampoline. You got to connect it all the way to the end. You're missing the end. You're getting there. Soon you're going to be so talented, you'll cross weave. You'll have nice, like almost like a quilted blanket pattern. Look at you go. You're really doing it.
Maybe this is my hidden talent.
It is making
3D art.
Making 3D art. You know what you can do, MD? You can, when you get a client at work and they're like, hey, I need help, you can be like, oh, cool. 1 sec. You pull out the 3D pen and you just write no.
As I sit here and wait to warm up, and they're just like, what are you doing?
Wait, what are you, I need some help. And you just, hold on. You dropped your hat.
Sorry.
So what is this? Oh.
Well, this was for
that's
to help pick it up.
No, that's what you carry. Yeah, that's the little carrying strap. So you got to get it off the paper now. You've done a great job so far. You got this. Look at that. And your little carrying strap. That's beautiful. It's like a Christmas ornament.
You could totally fit something small in there.
Well, I'm sure V would even try to sleep in it.
No. My cross pattern is too good for you to try to shove a rod through there.
There you go.
You will come sit in it?
It carries our initial trial junk. You just threw the junk out.
It's the official dice holder.
It's the dice holder. Look at that. You could make a die out of this 3D pen. Why would you ever buy die again when you could just make the die? What are you doing? You didn't attach it.
Now I'm gonna have to wait for it to cool.
Done. You gotta be on it, you know?
I was on it.
Is this gonna be to contain the die?
It's too powerful.
The die is too Oh. Why is there green?
I don't know.
Beautiful. This is what I'll use to hold it. And you just... You have to click it early. Yeah. Yeah. You're figuring it out. There you go. Now you turn it. Turn it. There you go. You're so talented. One more to go. And then the die is contained forever. Look at that. All right, and then you know what happens? You take your masterpiece, right? You have your masterpiece.
Yeah.
It goes right here. So everyone can see. Right there.
Look at that.
Right there. You can see it very clearly.
It's so small.
Okay, super cool. Let's see.
Oh,
I would give it.
he broke.
You broke the Amongus.
To be fair,
My Amongus will not break. Are you gonna break my Amongus?
your Among Us is really stubborn.
I give it an 8. One point missing for noise. It is noisy. 1 point missing because I want to put multiple colors.
That's fair. I want to know.
I want your rating.
Well, so I have concerns of my rating because can I put different size nozzles on this?
I bet they sell additional nozzles.
Because if that's factual, then
Look at my Amongus.
I would like that a lot because I feel like I don't like this nozzle size.
So you want, well, the nozzle, I don't know if the nozzle size is going to do anything for you.
Yeah, because I want it thicker coming up.
How are you going to get a thicker piece when it's already a set thickness straw?
Because the hole is tiny.
Oh.
I want a bigger
see.
extruder.
You want it to be like this thick.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Like I want more coming out
Yeah.
at once. Still at a slow rate, but I'd want at least more.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, yeah, I mean, it's noisy, but I'm kind of expected that.
I honestly didn't know what to expect. I've never actually seen one of these in person. Have you seen one of these in person?
Maybe.
Okay.
I don't have like a certain.
My hat.
I don't have a memory that just pops up, but you know, I've definitely seen tons of videos with them and stuff like that. So I don't know.
Yeah,
solid 7. Like,
okay.
I like it, but nothing is about as like, oh wow, this is the best thing I've ever seen.
Well,
Buyers, like, don't get me wrong, I do like it. That sounded a lot more, a lot more.
Immediate apologies.
Yes.
Yeah, I want to see you start doing repairs on your car with this thing.
I think you should fill in the hole in your car first.
Oh, I could do that. I could actually do that.
Yours is, I need to fill. Mine is, we need to connect pieces together.
Did you not see you connected these pieces together?
I don't think that would be structurally sound going 65 down the interstate.
Well, you don't know until you try. And I have an Amongus that will also go on the shelf. Right here. There it goes. Look at that Amongus. Beautiful.
Trying not to burn myself.
Don't burn yourself. Next.
Is there a next?
Name the character.
Oh yeah. Well, let me just draw them.
Name the character. Right here.
Somewhere.
Hat.
It has a little red bit.
If you haven't participated, name the character. Every episode we have a new character that pops up on the screen where we were just pointing before. It's always right there. It doesn't ever move. It's always right
Except
there.
for the first time.
And maybe every time after that.
Oh, okay.
But
Well, then you lied.
participate and name the character. If you're in the top 3 for the most correct answers throughout the season, you'll win an item of your choice. Look at all the items you could win. You could pick one. He's gonna keep drawing.
I like this.
Name the character form is in the description.
Fill it out.
If you're interested in the 3 doodler, that's also in the description. And also the price tag is right there too. It's right there. Price tag. He just wrote it. Yeah.
We went down 20%.
That's a lot of battery usage.
Inefficient.
Okay.
But yeah.
I think that's everything.
Peace out. I'm going to fill in my Among Us.
Well, you have to press the buttons.
Well.
Okay, I'll press the buttons while he draws an Among Us.
No, I'm filling them in.
Filling in the Among Us. Okay. You guys are awesome. We'll see you guys next week. Tune in Saturday morning. Live? Not live. Posted at 10 a.m. You guys are awesome. Like, comment, subscribe. If you're on the, if you didn't know, we're a podcast. So
you can podcast,
yeah,
whatever you want to call
like
us.
If you're watching on YouTube, you can also just listen in your car. We're on all of them: Apple, Google, Spotify, everything.
Yeah, almost. Yeah.
Go do that. And if you want to support even further, you can subscribe and be up there, like these lovely people.
It's true. Look at them.
They're great.
And then they have the numbers.
On how many months they subscribe?
You want a little number by your name? We gotta
subscribe for longer than 1 month.
Well, we could put an X1 if you really wanted to.
Okay, that's true. All right.
He has a red mask now.
Red mask. It's not gonna pop up on there. I'm gonna have to show this camera. There he is. Look at him. He's beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. We'll see you guys next week. Thank you so much. Have a good day.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Look, names.
That's also where the subscribers go.
Yeah, you get your name on the
places.
On the actual video.
It's like buy one get two free. Don't question it.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Yeah.